Hey campers, so as I mentioned in other videos, we just got done spending a week at Pigeon Forge. It was the girls' big Christmas present, so we did some things that we wouldn't normally spend the money on, but we're happy we get to show them to you. Next up was Beyond the Lens. We had a really great time there. The girls had fun, we had fun. There's a lot there, so I'm trying to... Okay, so they had, first off, they had a fly ride, kind of like, I guess it's like Disney's soaring ride. It was over 20 national monuments, something like that. So we thought we were just going to get to do that one, but because it was right around the holidays, it was in January, they actually had an extra one for $5 extra to do the Polar Express. It was not nearly as thought out, but it was still fun, and I think we all liked them.
They adapted the actual Polar Express, I believe, right, to that. It wasn't made for it.
No, it was the actual movie was kind of whatever. But they spray some water, they have some wind blowing, you can smell things. I thought it smelled great because
it smelled fake.
I smelled
and I only smelled one thing the whole time, which was supposed to represent
Christmas
forest trees. Yeah. Well, that was in both.
Yeah, in both.
If you flew near evergreen trees, the same smell came out, and it was faker than the little tree air freshener for your car.
But anyways, we all like that, so we got those two rides. So your prices will probably be different, but for us, we paid right around $100 for all four of us. Cece was almost free. We had to pay $20 for her to do the fly rides, but so we thought that was really reasonably priced. In the off season, there was nobody there, so it was very reasonably priced because we got to spend, I think, about 3.5 hours there, having fun, and $100 for 3.5 hours in Pigeon Forge is really not that bad. So once you walk in, they have a scavenger hunt where you walk around with your phone and you scan these little things that you find, and if you find them all, you get a prize. Once you scan them, it shows you like a big 3D animal. So we thought that was kind of cool. The girls like that. You walk in, there's like a movie star area where you can take a picture with money, and you can do like their, what is it, 360?
It's a red carpet area, and it's not 360, it's a 180.
180 photo thing. They had like a Wheel of Fortune game and stuff. Then you walk into the next room, and they had like all the old games like Sega and Nintendo and Super Nintendo and what else? Pac-Man. What's that? Asteroid? What's that? Pong.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Some VR stuff.
They had some VR stuff in there. And as you walk through, they have different things. They have like an alien section with a ball pit. They had a selfie room that had a bunch of different places you could take selfies at. And one of those sideways rooms you could take pictures in. They had some stuff about Bigfoot.
JFK assassination in President Room, Hall Presidents.
They had
shooting gallery.
They had like a sports area, so you could like throw baseball for speed. You can do, the basketball game that you can do at the arcade. Skee ball. They had a basketball Connect 4 game, a football game. I think that was all for the games. And those are all things that you would normally pay for at an arcade, and you didn't have to pay any extra. You just got to play them. And with it being the off season, there was nobody there, so we got to play them as much as we wanted for as long as we wanted, pretty much.
You don't accumulate points or tickets, though. It's just playing.
It's just playing. And then they had another VR room that had 4 rides. One was broken.
Yeah.
One was Jurassic Park. One was, I think, something like RoboCop or something like that. It wasn't RoboCop, but it was something like that. And then a finger coaster. It was a roller coaster one that you drew your own roller coaster on this white screen, and then it developed it, and then you got to ride on it. I did that twice. I did it once with Aubrey and once with Cece. It was really fun. I didn't do the other ones. You did the Jurassic Park one. What was that?
I did part of it. I get motion sickness real bad, apparently.
Yeah. So he got motion sickness on that. So that's pretty much all for that. I say that's all. It was a lot. It took us, like I said, a while to walk through there.
A lot of pop culture, a lot of video, the history of, I guess, technology on some parts. Like, they have a big wall that says, what does your smartphone replace? And it just puts a lot of items up there. Kids thought the rotary phone was cool. They have a few phone booths throughout the place. This stuff that people who are, I guess, they're mid-30s and older, we would remember some. And
because you don't really think about how much has changed since, you know, you were younger until you see it all like right there. But and the old video games do not look as good on the new screens. We will tell you that.
Yeah, they needed to
Sega did not look that bad, or Sonic did not look that bad.
They needed to find a way to put a tube TV or a lesser definition television for them to play on, because you couldn't even see the screen to tell what was going on.
Donkey Kong couldn't see anything.
No.
But yeah, so it was overall a really good time. We got our money's worth. The only thing we weren't happy with is there was quite a few things that were broken down, but again, that might have been because we were there in the off season and they haven't fixed them, and they're just taking their time until it picks up again. I'm not really sure because we've never been during the busy season, and I can't really tell you what it's like in the busy season. But whereas we thought Magic Quest, you could get your money's worth in either season, I don't think Beyond the Lens would be the same, because I mean, you guys know how the public acts. People aren't gonna throw a few things and then let the next person go. They're just gonna do whatever they want to do. Most people.
Yeah, because this is a self-guided tour.
Yeah,
the only place they have anyone for anything is the VR items. Nothing else had, even the ball pit. No one had any.
Yeah. So unless somebody's telling you to move on, a lot of people would just stand there and do what they want to do. So you might not get as much time as we did on most of this stuff.
Pigeon Forge in general was having a staffing issue apparently. I don't know if it's just, you know, lack of people wanting to work for the jobs that are there, or it's an excuse, but you know, they just don't staff anymore or can't, and so they're not going to hire people to manage it. So I just think on a busy day it may be very difficult to get your money's worth or have an enjoyable time in a free-for-all style, just a little self-guided tour.
Yeah. But overall, we had a great time there. The girls loved it, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the only complaint was the number of items that were broken, but you know, again, that's with technology. We've kind of gotten used to that.
Yeah.
And that's that I got a laugh out of. You know, we're at a pop culture technology tour or whatever, and it's half broken because that's what we're used to. Technology fails.
But anyways, so yes, we'd recommend going there during the off season. We don't know about the in season, but we had a good time. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And as always, thanks for watching. Very cool.
Nice to see you again. Cutting it kind of close.
There's just a few things for you to remember. First, remember to aviate, navigate, and communicate. Second, always remember that nothing flies without fuel. And lastly, takeoff is optional, but landing is mandatory. There you have it. Congratulations, you have just completed your pilot training. Now get ready to experience an adventure of a lifetime. Your adventure will soar above some of America's most beautiful landmarks, from California to New York and everywhere in between. Now before we take off, we would like to request your attention so that we may go over important safety procedures. During
Okay, so we finished both of our flights. We went to the North Pole on the Polar Express, and then we flew over a bunch of 20, I think it says
Said
20 landmarks, monuments, that sort of stuff. Which one did you like better?
I like the 20 landmark.
Me too.
It's,
Which one did you like better? The landmark?
Yeah.
when,
Daddy too?
The original. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they adapted the Polar Express.
when we
so
drove
they did
by
good with that,
water,
didn't
it sprayed on us.
It
like
does.
real
The water
sprayed on
sprays,
us.
the wind blows on you. It's very cold.
they? And
Very.
smells.
Yeah, and you,
they-
and you get different smells blowing at you. So it's pretty neat. I recommend it. I
It's
think it was
really
worth
cool.
it. Was
I
it worth it, girls?
Mhm.
All right, now we got to explore the rest of the place.
And congratulations, you chose to sit on the bright red button.
You better figure it out.
Activating the critical
Figure it
power
out.
gas
Start figuring
dispersal
out.
system. Unless you disarm the device
no, we
before
gotta
the
save
countdown
Daddy.
ends.
Watch your head, sis. Gracie, go, baby.
She's already in line for that one.
Hey campers, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the like button. And hit that bell. Hit that